Of all the marketing leaders that I've ever spoken to, there's one complaint that every single one of them has had in common. You may be thinking it's shrinking budgets or headcount or having unrealistic goals or a gross lack of resources. Nope. Can you guess what it is? AEs that don't hunt. This is one of those things that's never talked about, and it's crippling sales and marketing alignment. If you've ever been at an organization where there is gross misalignment between sales and marketing, you know how miserable that can be. Not just because of the misalignment itself, but because in most cases, the finger is pointed at marketing. So when I hear a complaint like this, that AEs don't hunt, yeah, that hits kind of close to home. I've been there, you've been there, I'm sure a lot of us have. All too often, you've got AEs that do nothing but sit back and wait for opportunities to be handed to them on a silver platter. But that passivity is a huge issue. Now, I'm sure you're all thinking, well, marketing needs to bring in better leads. Well, yeah, Chad, that's their job, and that's what they're trying to do. But where this becomes a real problem is in the startup world. For any organization that is in the pre-seed to Series A stage, your AEs need to be sourcing their own pipeline. Yes, marketing is going to be another part of that equation, sure, but if you're in an early stage startup and you've brought in a bunch of AEs that are used to a more relaxed environment, let's say at the enterprise level, there's an excellent chance that they're waiting around for marketing to hand them an opportunity that's ready to close right that second. And given the amount of time that it takes marketing to actually source those kinds of qualified leads, the vast majority of their day is spent doing nothing. This creates a huge bottleneck where marketing's efforts are wasted and sales targets are missed often. At that stage, everyone has to hunt. Period. It's not an option. Now, that's not to say that everyone should be gold on closed-won revenue, because that's an absolute nightmare. And by the way, if you're measuring your marketing team on closed-won revenue, wait right over there because you and I need to chat. But it's everybody's job to be driving either a qualified pipeline or revenue, because waiting on leads to come to them rather than them seeking it out is a huge red flag. And we're going to drill down into why exactly this might be the case. So maybe it's lack of training. Maybe they just don't know how to properly prospect or engage with leads effectively. Sure, that might be the case. Maybe their incentives and metrics aren't aligned with hunting behavior. Okay, AEs naturally gravitate towards activities that are rewarded, and who could blame them, even if those activities don't include proactive outreach. Maybe there's a dangerous dependency on marketing to deliver these ready-to-close leads. Well, if this is the case, then they're just lazy. And one thing that marketing leaders are not at all unfamiliar with is AEs that just outright reject the leads that they're giving. They may call or email once or twice and then just give up, claiming that the leads are garbage. The point is that when AEs don't hunt, it creates a very vicious cycle. Marketing generates leads, sales doesn't follow up, leads go cold, sales targets are missed, and everyone starts pointing fingers. This destroys morale, it damages team cohesion, and ultimately destroys the bottom line. So how do you fix this problem? Well, there are a couple of ways to approach it, depending on your specific role at the organization. If you're a marketing leader that's dealing with this, first off, know that you're seen. This is not at all uncommon. And like I said, every single marketing leader that I've ever spoken to cites this as one of the major points of friction within their organization, specifically as it applies to sales and marketing alignment. It's happening everywhere, especially at early stages. As to how you handle them, well, you've got to speak their language and appeal to exactly what they care about the most: money. So here's a crazy play. Let me know what you think. Get on a call with your sales team and say this: you may think that it's my team's job to just make things pretty, that we just do arts and crafts. But believe me when I say that if we hand you a lead, there's a reason. My entire team has one goal and one goal only: to make you a shitload of money. Now, will this work in all situations? I can't in good conscience make you that guarantee. However, what I can tell you is that it has worked in 100% of the scenarios where I've seen this tactic deployed. Because it's only at that point sales will start taking marketing seriously, when they understand what the end goal is and they understand what they actually care about. Now, if you're a marketing leader that deploys this tactic, rest assured, you better back it up, because if you don't, it's your ass. Now, if you're a sales leader and you have a marketing leader that's coming to you citing that we've got a problem, your AEs don't hunt, here's the wake-up call that none of you are going to want to hear. Stop coddling AEs. start demanding behavior that leads to success. Your marketing team is doing its part. You have to believe that. You have to trust them to do their jobs. And the only thing that they are trying to communicate to you is that it's time for sales to start doing theirs.